The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Mississippi in the building. Lil 9 in the building, my guy. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm chilling.
Happy to have you here. How's New York treating you, first of all?
My first time out here.
This your first time in New York?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
For real?
Yeah.
I feel like the years you've been in the game for a couple years now. I'm surprised it's your first time ever coming out here.
Yeah, shit crazy. I fuck with it, though.
What do you like about it so far? How long you been out here so far, actually?
Like, it's my second day out here.
Okay.
But yeah.
What you done?
Meetings and meetings, more meetings. yeah, a lot of meetings and shit.
The boring is.
Yeah.
You haven't had the chance to sightsee yet, right?
Shit, kind of just from walking different spots, like different buildings, yeah. Like, where we from, this shit ain't got no buildings and shit like this, so that's sightseeing to me.
I was about to say, so you're from, I think someone said Greenville?
Yeah,
Greenville, Mississippi?
Yeah, Mississippi.
So what is like, comparing this place to Greenville, Mississippi, what do you feel like is like the biggest differences so far, besides the tall buildings?
Just how people act, like a lot of shit, like, it's just different, like, just how everybody, like, walking around and shit. Nobody walking around where we from, like, or people, like, just, it's just the small shit that, like, people might not notice, but from we not from here, so we looking at, like, damn, he doing this. We wouldn't even do that where we from type shit, or we look like we out of place just off the shit we doing type shit. So it's just the small shit, but this shit is all right.
You said what people are doing. What are people doing that's different? You said the walking.
Yeah, like, niggas don't walk nowhere where we from. Like, you can't be out just walking and shit, or a nigga gonna look at you like you homeless type shit, like a junkie. But people out here, they walking to work type shit.
Yeah,
like,
we just walk on the street.
You feel just walking, like, trains, and we don't got no trains, none of that. Like, y'all, just even size, like, New York, just the section we in, that's our whole city type shit, like, just a section. So, there's a lot of different shit, but it seemed cool, though. Just my first couple days, it seemed cool.
And you gonna when you leave?
Like 3 days.
Okay. So you're still here for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm doing research on you. One of the things that I saw about during your come up is that you worked a lot of different jobs.
Yeah.
Can you list them all? I saw McDonald's was one, right?
Yeah, that was my first job ever. Like, when I was like 16, just doing shit, just wanted to try to do some shit, just on some get a job type shit. And
Yo, can someone tell Calvin to send the guy to go downstairs and tell the guy how to open up the door? JV. I don't think he knows how to open up the door. Go tell the guy how to open up the door downstairs. My bad. There's a big green button that says push to open. Anyway, my fault. All right, so go ahead, go list off the jobs that you had. So you had McDonald's?
Yeah, that's the first job. Damn. I know I worked at like a chemical plant.
A chemical plant?
Yeah, that's like when I was like a couple years older.
Okay.
I worked at Lowe's before.
Okay.
That's all I can think about right now. I know I had like probably 4 or 5 jobs.
I saw, do you feel like the jobs help you build character? Because I saw there was this recent thing that we were actually talking about last night. Like, Polo G's mom came out and she said that she didn't never let her kids work a job because she didn't want them to think that they had to struggle through things to, make it X, Y, and Z. Do you feel like the jobs help you build character, or?
Hell no, because they wouldn't even treat me like I was a worker, and they would treat me like I'm just like the young guy, like a kid type shit. So I wasn't even like I'm on goofy shit. Like, I'm getting paid, but like I ain't just working as hard as the people who like this day life. Like, they working to pay bills. I'm working because I want some shoes or some shit like that. So character, not really.
Just bullshitting a little bit.
Yeah, just bullshit.
With that, like, once you were like, obviously you stopped doing these jobs. When did music first start happening for you? Like, when did you first start making music? Was it during that time too?
Yeah, like toward my last job I ever had, like, yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, I've been just like since I was younger, like music, like just I love music type shit. So, but towards like my end of my last job, I was like, just try this shit, just see what happened and shit. It wasn't no down period for real. Like, even when I first started rapping, like in my city, I was like looked at as one of the top, like just off rip, and me posting snippets and shit. Like, people looked at me like, oh, he hard type shit. So shit just been going up slowly but surely.
Or when you feel like was like the first moment that you were like, oh wow, I could actually take this seriously and this could be a viable way for me to make it out.
I ain't shit. I really wasn't even just like I just was doing it, just not even paying attention to like what I'm doing, like just doing the shit and not even like pushing it for real until like the first time people's on some signing type shit. Then I was like, damn, like you can really do that shit because I wasn't expecting this shit, especially from where we from. Like, don't nobody really just had no chance to do no shit like, oh, you finna get signed. Like,
Right.
that's some unrealistic shit. So even just then, I felt like I was doing more than the average rapper from where I'm from.
Right. And you were signed. Are you still? Or are you independent now?
No, I'm independent right now.
You're independent right now. What do you feel like you learned from being signed? Like, what were some of the lessons you took away from that time of your life?
It really just like some eye opening shit like that. I kind of knew like not a lot about the behind the scenes shit, but like I knew more than the average listener. But being actually in it, it shows you like, all right, this shit this person might be doing, it might not be real. Like they might just be doing this because these people paid for them to do all it.
Right.
Like just the shit like that, just shit like that.
It was more like the smoke and mirrors that you kind of
Like I see through the shit now. Like all right, nowadays I be like, somebody done paid, like you feel me, some shit like that. Like the average person look at it like, oh, he doing this, but in reality, it don't be that.
Right. Is there anything you would do different if you went back in time?
Nah, 'cause I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Mm.
Like, I feel like even the small shit, like I say that all the time, like the small shit, that shit, if anything was different, even just by a speck, like I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. Like I wouldn't make the songs that I done made, or you feel me? So yeah, no.
So what type of space you been in now?
And what you mean?
Like what type of musical space you been in lately? You got the new project that just dropped in March.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I just be making it. Like I don't kind of look for nothing specific when I'm making it. I just like if I fuck with it, I'm just get on it. Like I don't be having no set plans. Like I only want to drop these type of songs or shit like that. I just be making music.
Right. So with this project, what was kind of like the intention going into it then?
Just to give them something, cause like the only project that I had like officially out was under a label type shit. So when I got from under that, it's like, all right, I'm dropping singles and shit, but like I want to still give them a project type shit. So just put some shit together and yeah, they fucking with it.
Right. And then even with like, kind of like, this year and kind of this independence, like, do you feel like, because you said like that you hadn't had a project since you were with the label, right? Are you in a space where you want to drop consistently? Because I feel like the benefit now that you have where you're independent is that you could just go.
Yeah, that's another thing about the label shit. Like you can't just move how you want to move for real.
Right.
Like, I'm down for that if it's like making sense. Like, all right, it's a reason why. But other than that, I be really just want to like when I make some shit, I want to drop it now, or it's gonna get old to me type shit. And when it's time to drop, it's like I don't even want to drop that no more type shit. So yeah, I like dropping consistent. Yeah.
So we're gonna get more projects this year.
Projects, yeah. I don't know. Probably, yeah, for sure. Yeah, at least one. But I know you're gonna get more music for sure.
Are you working with anybody else right now? Any other artists? Any other collaborations on the way? I know you got one feature on your project.
Yeah, I don't really do features like that for real unless like I really like fuck with them for real. I'm pushing for it. Like the shit I just dropped with V's. That's something that I personally like wanted for sure. Like yeah, I wanted that. So yeah, that's other than that, nah, not that I know of right now. Nah. But nah, not really.
Word. So we got another project coming this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you got cooking the stats that the people gotta know about before we have you rap today?
Shit, just be on the lookout. I'm keep coming with that shit. Yeah. But other than that, nah, I'm just getting into them.
Word, man. Well, either way, I'm excited for you. Congrats on everything.
Yeah, appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now is the time to do it. This camera right here.
All right, just follow me on everything at Lil 9 with the 9. It's on everything. Twitter, Instagram. That's really all I got, really. Twitter and Instagram. I don't use shit else for real.
Well, there you go. Well, make sure you go follow him on Twitter and IG. Go run up that project out now. Go run up the freestyle. That's out now. Yeah. Make sure you go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. Pachaba knew that. Till next time. Lil 9 on the radar. We out. Pow. I got it.
Yeah.